Packers. Off the play fake. Here's the snap. Packer pressure, and down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Nowhere to go that time. It's a 46-yard punt with a loss on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. This is the tight end Fant. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing now is Rodgers. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 8 more yards this time coming off back-to-back first down pickups. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On play action, it's Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll run. It's Henry. Play fake. Rodgers. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fake.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Rodgers now to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Now Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run. Comes out to the 25-yard line. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. The numbers there for Brown from a week ago. 7 catches, 89 yards.
And most teams mark down big plays as ones that gain 10 yards or more. He certainly has big playability, and we just saw it on display.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Hunt. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. On 3rd down, Brissett. And he is going to be wrapped up and slung to the turf.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. They go play action here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. On play action, Rodgers. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Fifth catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right, safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense.
On play action, now Rodgers. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Rodgers now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Solid job up front, really just... Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. The Browns have it. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. He's at the 30, 20, 10, and he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points.
We're going to shut you down.
So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
We got three.
Brissett now. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Devontae Adams in the Packer offense heading back out. There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
Kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one...
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now Brissett, and he's going to go down again. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Jamie Gillen down as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fielded just inside the 20. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Number 12 back out there. Aaron and his Packer teammates set to begin their drive. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Corey Littleton came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, that forced the incompletion.
Well, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. 51 yards on the punt there.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Browns drive about to get started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Brissett to throw on 1st. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. To try again after the sack. Brissett. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 10. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. 13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on 1st down. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good. Off. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 20. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Right back to him on first down. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Corey Littleton there on the tackle. They'll run it now out of the gun. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game could really benefit your team right now.
Derrick Henry, and he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Rodgers. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. Off-play action. Rodgers toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Coverage there by the former first-round pick, William Jackson. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Brissett. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Oh, they hate that. Wipes out the big play.
And I know this is the NFL, so they would probably fine you for this type of a penalty. But when I was in college, you used to have to do up-downs for the number of yards that you cost a team in a big play.
Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle. To throw is Rodgers. Ball play action. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Rodgers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. This is Henry. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Rodgers off the play fake. And it's a fumble. And I think the Browns got it. They did. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Great start to the 2nd quarter, better than 30 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. His throw incomplete. Brian Poole that time there to get a hand on it. The Packers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 11. Rodgers going to throw. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept it. It's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Brian Poole. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a three-score game, though, fourth quarter. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's good for a Cleveland first down and 11-yard pickup. On 1st and 10, Brissett gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Brissett now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. That is incomplete. Kareem Hunt, his running back, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll throw again. Brissett gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. They'll give him 8 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. To throw, Brissett. And he completes it to Hunt. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Brissett sets to throw it. He gets this one to Johnson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing. Brissett. Got him in. It's Brown. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. On the bootleg, it's Brissett. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And now it's 3rd down. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Out of the gun, this is Howard. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys.
And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. This is the tight end Fant. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Rodgers throwing here. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and he didn't do it very often.
He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull.
Hey, 626.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. From 8 yards out, the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, getting the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And this one boiled down in the end, Charles, to simply too much Aaron Rodgers.
We've seen this many times before, haven't we? And I'm sure we'll see it again in the future. Extreme confidence in his abilities, extreme confidence in his teammates, never thinks a game is out of reach because his right arm can equalize anything a defense can put out there.
So for the Packers, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the New Orleans Saints. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle, fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Ready, 95, 56. Right there, 54 Mike. Get that quarterback.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Now Breeze. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From the 24, Wilson completes it to Dixon. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good. That middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away. This could very well be 4-down territory, but right now we focus on 3rd and goal from the 1. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. I can't imagine we'd see another throw here. 3rd and goal from the 1.
14.
They'll try to run with Carson. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
Touch 50. Run left. Easy.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0. And Breeze is going to go down in the end zone, a safety. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. but you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
Hey, 0-0-0.
On second down now, it's Carson, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
It's on field. Hey, it's on rounds. 12.
Here's Wilson. It's caught, Lockett. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. That catch certainly easier than the one Tyler Lockett made in the back left corner of the end zone in the Thursday night win over the Rams in Week 5. My goodness, that was incredible. In fact, the advanced metrics called it the most improbable catch in the NFL in the last 2 years. And if for some reason you missed it, look it up. Pretty impressive. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. 53's the mark. 53. I'm coming.
Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. On first down, Carson. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. A.J. Klein on the tackle there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This throw complete. Wilson finding Lockett. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 15 yards on the play. First down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Let's go, baby. Get that ball. Mike Tempo.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes this a 9-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll be in search of their initial points in the contest, trailing 9-0 as they begin with a first down. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the 24, Breeze steps away, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. Well, Charles, 18 of the 32 teams have now played 8 games, half their season. The other 14 will reach the midway point next week, so we'll save the midseason grades and awards until then. But
Thank you. I like that.
We'll wait on that. But let's look at a few underperforming teams thus far that have played 8 games, and you tell me what you think their final record's going to be. Let's start with the Chargers at 3-5.
Big win in Chicago on Sunday. I like them to go 5-3 down the stretch, and that gives them 8 wins. Actually, have them go 6-2. I think they're going to go 9-7.
Ooh, right there on the edge of the playoffs. Okay, let's stay in the AFC West. How about the Broncos at 2-6 right now?
I just don't see that offense improving. I think that they win 2 more games and go 4-12.
Okay. And Giants 2-6. They're underperforming.
Yeah, but their schedule really lightens up on the back end. They're playing hard.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now it's Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go double count right here. Double count. Henry. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Go down. 56.
Now Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Shoot! Watch the shoot! Deuce! Kill! Check the backer!
From the gun, it's Wilson. He's got a man, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Now it's Carson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards. So make it 2nd and 5. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Safety's creeping. 12. Check safety. Shoot. Check 99. Check 99.
From the 41, Wilson. And Dixon has it. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 25-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, Wilson. Out to his left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Draw play. This is Carson. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter play. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. Now it's Wilson to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
25 yards there on the catch and run. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Breeze to throw. And this is Cook with a grab. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line. Breeze now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now Breeze again. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. To throw, it's Breeze. And that's caught by Smith. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Breeze. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Breeze going to go on 4th down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Brad McDougal, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. A pass there over the middle to start things out, and they're able to get the